Have you ever stood in a museum, staring at a painting, and thought, why this one? Why is this artist a household name, while thousands of others are forgotten? It's a question that puzzles art lovers, collectors, and even aspiring artists themselves. What's the secret ingredient that catapults someone from a struggling painter in a dusty studio to a celebrated master whose work sells for millions? Is it pure, undeniable talent? Or is there something more at play? Today, we're going to peel back the canvas and explore the fascinating, complex, and sometimes controversial reasons why some artists become famous. Let's get the most obvious answer out of the way first: talent. Of course, a certain level of skill is essential. An artist needs to have a mastery of their craft, whether that's painting, sculpture, or any other medium. They need to understand color, composition, form, and technique. Think about Leonardo da Vinci. His technical brilliance in works like the Mona Lisa, with its subtle sfumato technique, is undeniable. Or consider Rembrandt, whose mastery of light and shadow could capture the very soul of his subjects. This foundational skill is the price of entry. Without it, it's nearly impossible to get noticed in the first place. But here's the twist: talent alone is rarely enough. History is filled with incredibly talented artists who lived and died in obscurity. So, if it's not just about being good, what else is there? One of the most powerful factors is innovation. Famous artists don't just follow the rules, they break them. They see the world in a new way and create a visual language that nobody has ever seen before. Think about Pablo Picasso. Before him, art was largely about realistic representation. Then, along came Cubism, shattering objects into geometric forms and showing them from multiple viewpoints at once. It was shocking, it was revolutionary, and it changed the course of art history forever. The same goes for Jackson Pollock, who threw out the easel and paintbrush, choosing instead to drip and pour paint directly onto the canvas. He wasn't just painting a picture. He was capturing the very act of creation. These artists weren't just skilled, they were pioneers. They gave us a new way of seeing, and that's something people don't easily forget. Being the first, the trailblazer, is a powerful way to secure a place in history. But even a revolutionary idea needs a megaphone. And in the art world, that megaphone often comes in the form of powerful patrons and influential critics. Throughout history, artists have relied on the support of wealthy individuals, the church, or royalty. The Medici family in Florence, for example, were instrumental in the careers of Renaissance giants like Michelangelo and Donatello. In the modern era, this role has been taken over by influential gallery owners, collectors, and art critics. Think of Peggy Guggenheim, who championed the abstract expressionists like Jackson Pollock, or the powerful critic Clement Greenberg, whose writings could make or break an artist's career. When a respected voice declares an artist's work as important, the world listens. This network of support, this ecosystem of tastemakers, is crucial in building an artist's reputation and market value. Another key ingredient is the story. We humans are wired for narratives, and the lives of famous artists are often as compelling as their work. We love the story of the misunderstood genius, the tortured soul who pours their pain onto the canvas. Vincent van Gogh is the ultimate example. While he only sold one painting in his lifetime, his tragic story of mental struggle and passionate devotion to his art has made him a cultural icon. His letters to his brother Theo give us an intimate window into his mind, making his vibrant emotional paintings even more powerful. Similarly, Frida Kahlo's work is inseparable from her life story of physical pain, tumultuous love, and fierce independence. Her art is a diary, and we connect with her on a deeply personal level. This myth of the artist adds a layer of meaning and intrigue that captures the public's imagination. Sometimes, an artist's work just happens to perfectly capture the spirit of their time, the zeitgeist. Andy Warhol's pop art, with its celebration of consumer culture and celebrity, could only have emerged in the booming, media-saturated America of the 1960s. His work reflected the world around him in a way that felt fresh, relevant, and immediate. He was in the right place at the right time with the right idea. Sometimes, fame is about being discovered at a pivotal moment, or being associated with a groundbreaking art movement. Being part of a group like the Impressionists, for example, created a collective momentum that lifted all the key members, like Monet, Renoir, and Degas, to prominence. They were a team, pushing a new agenda, and their collective strength was greater than any one of them could have mustered alone. So, when we look at a famous painting, we're not just looking at a collection of brushstrokes, we're looking at a convergence of factors. We're seeing technical skill, yes, but we're also seeing groundbreaking innovation that challenged the status quo. We're seeing the invisible hand of a powerful patron or a glowing review from a respected critic. We're connecting with the powerful personal story of the artist, a narrative that has been told and retold until it's become legend. And we're seeing a work that perfectly captured the feeling of a specific moment in time. The journey to artistic fame is not a straight line. It's a complex and fascinating tapestry woven from threads of talent, rebellion, connections, storytelling, and pure simple luck. The next time you're in a gallery, take a closer look. You're not just seeing a work of art. You're seeing a piece of history, a cultural phenomenon, and the result of a perfect storm of circumstances that turned an artist into a legend. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of the art world. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of art. See you next time.